Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, we are live. Okay, so we are back here again on popular demand. Okay, before I start getting question, I just want to go through some other things that so many other inquiries I've received so far on my socials and also on my YouTube. Okay, before I continue, one of our community members here on YouTube called Home Affairs. According to him or her, this person said, I've called Home Affairs. I think he responded to comments on the video about studying and 35 years max age for postgraduate work visa. And this person said that I've called Home Affairs, Department of Home Affairs, which is the department that oversees the visa application and grant, and said that they've told this person that 35 years means that, when we say 35 years, we thought 35 days, years, and 1 day is not qualified. However, this person said that they said that Home Affairs said that 35 years up until 36 years, like from 36 years is not qualified. So it can be 35 years, 11 months and 29 days. So immediately you clock 36, you are not qualified. So it can be 35, 11 months, blah, blah, blah. But immediately you clock 36, you are not qualified. So I want to clear that. According to this person, I told you guys that anybody can pick up a phone and call Home Affairs. This thing, you don't need agent to get this information from you for you. And also when you are doing, thank you guys, thank you for liking my video. Please do like my video. It will cost you absolutely nothing. It will cost you nothing to like my video, but it's costing me my night's sleep to come up here and answer your question. The best you could do for me is to share my link, is to like my video, and I will appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Please, I should be sleeping. It's almost 11 p.m. So many questions I need to answer. I am here. Please like my video at least. That's the best you could do for me now. Like my video, please. Like my video. Let's continue, okay? Now, some agents are promising you guys Australia visa for 30 million naira for people in Nigeria. If you're not Nigeria, this one is not for you. People in Nigeria, someone is promising you visa for 13 million and 4 million depending. Please ask question. What type of visa are you giving to me? Give it a name, give it a code so that you go online and search it. Ask Google. Google will take you to the Department of Home Affairs. Every Australia visa has a code, like a number, about three numbers. There always three numbers, okay? 491, 190, 492, 482, like three numbers. They go like that. Go online and search requirements. For each requirement, what I want to tell you is that the agent can never manipulate the system. This is Australia. So for example, if they say that the person is supposed to have 2 years experience in relevant occupation, ask your agent, how do you intend to make up this? I know you want to do magic, but how do you plan to do this magic? Okay. But if he's telling you it doesn't matter, it matters. He needs to tell you how he's going to do that magic for you. We still believe in miracle, but please ask question. Okay. It's very important. All right. So another thing is this visa that is called visa 400. Visa 400, I want to read out what it's all about. Some agents are promising it. I'm not saying it's not doable. It's doable, but it's as good as visitor visa. Okay, I want you to know something you're going to, because agents will tell you when you get to Australia, you will do this, you will do that, you will do that. It's possible, but the most important thing is that you know what you are getting yourself into. That is the best part of whatever deal you are doing with your agent. Know what you are getting yourself into. Just like someone that wants to use student study visa to, not study visa, a visitor visa to Japan. That's why I made those videos. You know what you're getting yourself into. Don't say, had I known, or say, if I had known. You already know. You made a plan and you move. It's always important to know. Okay? Once you know, then you'll be prepared. That's it. Okay? So, Visa 400, please ask your question. Ask your question as you. Oh, what happened? Okay. Please ask your question as you come. Okay? Ask your question as you come. We are taking questions as well. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guide you. Okay, okay. All right. So Visa 400. Recent inquiry about Visa 400. A lot of people are asking me about Visa 400. I want to talk about that visa. Okay. That visa is a visitor. Sorry, is a work visa. However, is limited. Okay. It says it's a temporary work short stay specialist visa. I've made a video about this visa before. Okay, I've made a video about it. We can grant you this visa for up to 6 months depending on the circumstances. Generally, for a stay period longer than 3 months, a strong business case must be provided with the application. Your stay period in Australia commences after you arrive and does not restart each time you travel. Okay, so this visa can only be granted one, and it's very cheap. It's $405. One of the cheapest visa you can see, but is a specialist visa for short stay. Okay, what some people are doing is that if they come with that visa, you cannot go to permanent residence with this visa. However, you can change your condition to 482 visa. Okay, employer sponsored visa. Okay, another thing I tell people, just like people I those people are students or people that are above 35 that want to study. Once you're in Australia, I say this is Australia, this is not UK, this is not Canada. We still have job opportunities, we still get the right channel. That's the thing. Okay, if there's already someone in the system that can help you, or if you're already living here, if you are new, you come to Western Australia, you're looking for carer visa, carer job or something, you can send me email. We can put mine together. I received an email, but I didn't see it on time. That the girl that sent me email that said he came to Perth, please check your email. I just saw your email today and I responded to you. I want to know whether you found a job, carer job or something. Talk to me. I have a contact to share with you. Okay, respond to my email. Ask people that on ground. There are some jobs that you cannot hide from people now. Visa sponsorship can be done through aged care. Through aged care, a lot of them are sponsoring. Once you're inside the system, once you're in the system, once you have a valid visa and you're in Australia, there is no how you will not be able to sort yourself out. So I'll repeat again, visa 400 is a specialist visa. It can get you to Australia to work for a particular organization, only them, between 3 to 6 months. You can sort yourself out why on this visa and go for sponsorship visa like 482, but you cannot go to permanent resident with this visa yet unless you switch to another visa. Okay, Tasmania University, can I be granted visa? I don't know. I don't give visa. Tasmania University is not level 1 for now. I don't think it belongs to level 1. What do you mean whether you can be granted visa? I don't give visa. All I know is that depending on your country, okay, Ifan is like a Nigerian. When did they give you this admission? Did they give you the admission after this new regulation? If they give you admission, maybe they are positive that you get because they know you're from Nigeria. Who knows? I can't say yes or no. I can't give such information. I'm not a immigration agent. You'd ask your agent. You are using agent. Why are you asking me that question? You have an agent. Ask your agent about that question, okay? All right. So you go check level 1 schools and stuff. Depending on your course as well, there's so many things they check. If you're going to study a course that will also benefit them in Australia, even if you want to stay, these are the things they check. These people also, they want profit. They want profit as well. So these are the things they look at, okay? Namani Lota. Lota, how are you? Adimora, ask your agent, okay? Ask your agent question. And also there are things you can sort out yourself. We already know level 1 school. We already know Nigeria is one of the high-risk country, mapped as high-risk country, like India and Pakistan and Nigeria and some other African countries. So you know where you're going. What course are you doing is very important as well. Okay. All right. Now, about visa sponsorship, 186 visa, does it allow to stay? 186 visa is anywhere or is state. It has nothing to do with state. Visa 186, Itumeleng. Visa 186 has nothing to do with state. It's not state nominated. It is employer nominated. Okay. It's an employer that will give you that visa. Like, employer give you a job and say, I want to offer you 186 visa, which is a permanent resident visa. So if it's given by employer, you're going to oblige the agreement you have with your employer. If not, they will pull out. Okay. So if employer, most of the employer will make it mandatory for you to work for them at least for 2 years. It's a permanent resident visa. It's not a state nominated. So you have nothing to do with the state. It's the employer that give you that visa sponsorship. So you deal with your employer. Okay. If you're happy, if you're lucky to get it, you're going to stay and work for your employer. That is the thing. So it's not state. Okay. All right. So there are different types of visas, and I will say again, it has started again. And people telling you can come to Australia to do farm work is not happening. It's not true. It's not true. You're wasting your money. They will disappoint you. Okay. Australia farm work is done by people that are called backpackers. Okay. Fruit picking, blah, blah, blah. Those farm work, fruit picking and stuff. It's different from agricultural occupation like agricultural consultant, fish farmer, livestock farmer, crop farmer and stuff. They are people with degree. Okay. That study agri or have experience in agriculture. That part of agriculture is different from farm work. Farm work is fruit picking. Okay. Fruit picking is not for Africa, it's not for Asian, it's not for yeah, it's not. Okay. So they have people that come, is a visa for people that come through working holiday visa. Africa is not qualified for working holiday visa. So most of the Asia countries are not qualified, but China, Hong Kong, and few of them are qualified. So if agent is telling you that they will find you farm work stuff under visa for a visa, it is not true. It is not true. Okay. They're not telling you the truth. They will scam you. They will run. All right. Or they'll tell you story. It's not happening. It's not for Africa. It's not for certain Asian countries as well. Okay. I just want to touch all these things because some people keep telling me, oh, I don't know. Oh, I haven't heard you talk about it. Oh, I have paid. I'm like, okay. But you can make inquiry. You can even ask Google. Okay. Can someone from so country be granted this kind of visa? You mentioned that visa. Google will tell you, give you the requirements of that visa. Then you use your hand and check. Mechanical engineering. Engineers. You find, just like I said, ask your agent, please. Ask your agent. Ask, you know what you ask your agent? What is their visa grant rate? Okay. Ask your agent how many people you have found admission in this university, how many people they offered admission. So you will have that record and the current one. How many people they've offered visa that are from this university. Okay. Is a good course. Is it undergraduate or postgraduate? Is it undergraduate or postgraduate? How old are you? That age is very important now. Sorry. How old are you? Are you less than 30? Less than 35? You may not tell me just tell me, is it less than 30, less than 35, or above 35? Okay, don't tell me the real age. Okay. It's a private information. All right. Okay, so let's go on. Ask your question. I am here for you. Not when you, let's talk about visa 491. Okay. I made a post on my socials yesterday about visa 491. Visa 491 is state or territory nominated visa. I keep telling people this is one of the easiest visa you can use to come to Australia. Only few people take the courage to go through this visa. Okay. But so many people have left African and Asian countries and other countries to Australia on this visa. It is a 5 years visa. It allows you to come to Australia to work, live, study, do whatever. You can come with your family, you can come alone. It is your choice. Like when you want to come to your family, it's not like a visitor visa, it's not like a study visa why they say you can come, then bring your family. No, like it's happening. Excuse me. It's happening when you are applying. Everybody knows you have a family, you need to bring your family. Family is your partner and your children. That's what we mean by family. So 491 visa is what families are using. People that are single are also using it. So anybody can use it. But the thing is that when you guys tell me you don't have money and you go and pay agent this chunk of money, I would laugh. Okay? Who is cheating who? Okay? Who is cheating who? So the only thing there, thank you. Please do like my video. Keep liking my video. Keep liking my video. The thing there is that if you made up your mind you want to go to Australia, there are some sacrifices you have to make. You have to follow the process. When I post something and you jump straight to the link, so many people tell me, thank you for the flowers. Thank you. Hi, Africa TV. Africa TV, what do you mean by Germans? Germany to Australia, don't get it, or going to Germany. I don't know anything about Germany visa, and I don't want to talk about it. Are you talking about Germans coming to Australia or going to Germany? Okay. Visa 491 will cost you 4,000. Let's find it. I posted the cost also on 4,640 Australian dollars. Okay. 4,640 Australian dollars. However, so that's why I made that post and said it's not 30 million. So this will be around 4.5 million or less than, okay? Or between 4.5 or 4.6, 4.7, okay, million naira. Change it to USD will be about 3,000 something, I think. Okay. But Australia, New Zealand, Canada, okay? Australia, New Zealand, Canada, bring your question, bring your information. Australia, New Zealand, Canada, okay? Yeah. All right. Then you must do your skill assessment. There is no miracle there. It will not happen. I always tell you the truth. You need to summon the courage, okay? People from your country. You know, when people tell lies, I look at them, I'm like, where do you get this information? I don't share testimonies. I'm not an agent. I'm not looking for customers, okay? If you need my special service, you come for consultation. I don't beg for it. I don't share testimonies. But people are winning, okay? My happiness is that I see people from their home country. This one is not about people that are in a transit country. People from their home country, they use my video on skill assessment. They complete their skill assessment and they send me a message and say, thank you. Okay. What is holding you? You say you don't have money, but you're happy to jump from one fake agent to another fake agent, and they are swindling you, taking your money, your hard-earned money you could have used to do something. Okay. I'm still talking, Frank. I will mention them, okay? And I'm following up on my page. I'm talking about it too, okay? So, number one requirement for this visa is that you must have an occupation in the list of occupation. If you go to Google, type Australia skill occupation list, it will take you to a page that is called Home Affairs. If it's not in Home Affairs, you are talking to a blogger that will ask you to start paying money. Once they see you are searching for Australia, they will say, let's do your skill assessment. That thing is not skill assessment. I keep telling you, the one they ask you to pay $19, $29, is not skill assessment. Skill assessment is done by an organization. It takes months to come out. And you need to apply with your qualification and your experience and some things. I made a comprehensive video for that. That is a proper guide, okay? Locate it on my playlist, skill assessment, okay? So when you find your occupation, Now your occupation is there. I made another video to tell people whether your occupation is a scarce skill in Australia. It's very important. You're not going to find any list that mention it, but you can search it. I've made a video about it on how to check if your occupation is a scarce skill. You know why you should check whether it's a scarce skill is because Visa 491 is state or territory nominated. If they do not need you, they will not nominate you. It's a simple, how did I put it? It's a simple logic. If I do not need you, I will not want you to come. Simple. So that is why you should check. Is your occupation scarce in Australia? If it's scarce in Australia, which state or territory? Because when you are applying, you will say, I want this state to nominate me. You choose them as number one. And once they see that you've chosen them, that's when they look at your file. Okay, so you must know which state needs your occupation. For example, you are a chef. Check which state. I think now all the state and territory will need chef or something. So you will check. I made a video about that priority list. It's called priority list. I always bring you all this information. Fine. Once you see that, okay, about 3 or 4 states still want me, what do? You go do your skill assessment. Carry my video, watch it, follow it bumper to bumper. You do your skill assessment, no matter your occupation. That video is a guide free of charge for you. Okay. After you have done your skill assessment, Frank, are you listening? Frank, are you listening? After you've done your skill assessment, now you got so kind, you have a positive skill assessment. What do? You go and apply for EOI, expression of interest. Okay, you go to IMI, you create IMI account. I've shared the link before. IMI account Australia. You go and create an account. You do expression of interest. Remember, you have checked again which state needs you. So when you do your this thing, you select Visa 491. They will ask you which state. So you will nominate it as choice 1, 2, 3. But I tell people, do expression of interest as many as you can. Create so many emails. You can create 5 Gmail accounts. You create emails so that each state you put them as number 1 in each of your application. Because people, when you put a state or territory as number 1, they tend to look at your file first before they look at someone that put them as number 2. That is why you should do your multiple expression of interest. And you cannot use one email, because when you use one email, when you go to that email account, they will take you back to your first account, because that email account has recognized your email. You see? So that's why you should create multiple email, Yahoo, whatever, Gmail, as many as you can, so you can apply. One good thing about this visa is that no one will ask you to pay until you are nominated. Okay. Also check some state. Every Australian state has their website for visa. So go to their state and see their requirements too. Some of them will want you to have, if you are outside of the country, to have how many years of experience or whatever. And also some of them will also do internal expression of interest to the state after you have done the federal one on your email account. So it's important that you search from Google and find out the state. For example, South Australia immigration website, Western Australia immigration website, Northern Territory immigration website. Okay, you go there, you will see this thing is in black and white for all their visas and their requirements. But you do a federal application, you also go there if they want internal one and do internal one as well. Then it's a wait game. That's why when you ask about how long does it take, it depends on how soon they want you. So mine can be within 3 months, they call me. The other person can be within 6 months. The other can stay up to 1 year. Okay, so that's why it's hard to say it will take you this. Once you are, please be liking my video. Thank you guys if you're liking my video. Okay, so I said again, express entry. I made a video here about Canada express entry. It's on Canada playlist. It's the same thing as Australia process, but people keep doubting this thing. It's the same thing. They're all the same thing. Okay, you do your WASE, you do expression of interest, you wait for nomination. The same thing in Australia. Okay, Thank you, like my video. Thank you guys for liking my video. So when you wait, that's why I say check the state and territory that needs you, because if they need you, they will call you. So you don't go waste your time. And I say to people again, if you have only one state that wants you, I will not advise you to go through that process, because by the time you're finished and it's only that state, maybe they might have gotten enough people in your occupation. So at least 3 to 4. And if you're lucky, they need you all over Australia. Voila! You can do multiple expression of interest and nominate all states to select you. And when they want to invite you, they will first ask you to bring your documents. So when you bring your documents and they check that everything, all the points you have claimed is right. Frank, I missed a step. I will explain to you later. I will explain another step. That step is about the point, okay? How to calculate your point. If you can go to Google and ask Google how to calculate Australia migration point, it will give you a link where you can calculate your point. It's free of charge. Australia immigration website. So they give you points for your age, for your education qualification, whether you have bachelor degree, diploma, masters, how many years work experience, does your partner have a qualification, does your partner have any English level, like 6, can he make 6 or 5? Then you are English as well. So when they say competent English and proficient English and superior English, some of you tick it and say, and think they're asking you, how can you speak English? How well can you know? What they're asking you is your English results. That's what they're asking you, English result, not how well can you speak English. It's none of their business. They want to see your English result, okay? That's what they're talking about, okay? So let's go back. You've done your expression of interest, you are waiting. And one state picks you and said, okay, Frank, can you submit all the things you claim? You claim you've done your skill assessment, they want to see it. You've had such experience, they want to see it. Your education qualification, they want to see it. You claim you have your English, they want to see it. They will tell you, supply all the documents. When you supply all the documents, they said, okay, now you can apply for visa. That's when you pay for the visa. And if they have gone through all this process, there is 99% chance that you will get your visa. Okay? Once they ask you to bring your documents and all your documents is verified, tick, 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 there is 99% chance they will give you visa. Yes. Unless you lied in your expression of interest and you couldn't provide the documents. That's why I said your visa money is likely to be useful. The only money you pay is the money you pay during your skill assessment. And skill assessment, most of you don't need to write exam. Some people think skill assessment is exam. No, it's not exam. Supply your document. The only people that write exam are regulated occupation. Okay? Regulated occupation like pharmacists, nurses, doctors, engineers, they provide portfolios. Okay, they provide portfolios, and there is a guide on how to provide portfolios. And there are so many people online that are doing portfolios as well for engineers, which you pay them, they will prepare your portfolio if you're doing skill assessment under engineering. Okay. Hi, Simple Life. Siviana, please ask your question. Frank, I hope I've answered your question. I didn't get a job of. So I don't need a no, for 491, you don't. However, that's why I said go to the state. Remember, I said go to the state website and check. Okay. So some state will tell you they want someone that has a job offer in their state. Then you know it's not for you. For example, Tasmania, there was a time they said all they need is that give them a proof that you are actively searching for a job. So somebody contacted me then and was like, they want a proof that's active. I said, what are you talking? All right, let's go find you active job. Send application, document it, give to them, send as many as you can. Find people your job. They don't want to know whether you get it or not. They just want to say, they want to see a proof that you're actively searching for a job. So that one was a perfect plan. All we did is that we just bombarded the employers in Tasmania, everywhere in Tasmania, both the location and the city. So many applications. So that was easy proof. Some people will say they want a job offer. Some states will say All they know is that if you're living outside of Australia, you are overseas. You have a job experience in that overseas for 2 years. Okay. They don't want to know whether you have a job offer in Australia. So it depends on the state. But most of the time, currently, immigration policy is going to change. Australia want to target people outside of Australia because they think they are missing the right skills. People that have outside experience, that are gurus, they are professionals in their occupation, are not getting opportunity. So soon they are targeting. For New Zealand aged care job, do I need to do? No, you don't. Okay, age, because the skill assessment, I've done skill assessment for New Zealand. I did a video about it on how to do skill assessment, and that video will show you that they do not do skill assessment for qualification that are certificates. So age care certificate is less than what they do skill assessment on. So you do not need skill assessment for age care. You just need to go find that job. Okay, you don't need it for New Zealand. Australia is the one that is doing it. Okay. Gaming, I'm an Australian. Okay. Mad Max Gaming, I'm an Australian. Don't I look like Australian? This one is a real Australian. Nigerian Australian. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Niger. Why is it that every time I come live, there will be people asking me where am I from? Why? Why do you guys ask that question? Skill assessment for a plumber. I'm not going to explain to you. I'm so sorry, Ademide. I have a comprehensive video on that. It will guide anybody. Plumbers, I will tell you, you do not write exams. Okay. I think I've coached someone. I've coached about 2 or 3 people on that plumber. One is from Canada, one is from Zambia, and one is from Nigeria. Okay, I've coached them to do their skill assessment as plumber. I think it's done by, it's a vet access or Trade Australia. Okay, so they don't need exam. And I think for plumbers, you have to, I think, practice within the last 12 months. I remember somebody missed it, but because he stopped working as a plumber later than 12 months. So you must have had at least 2 years experience in the last 12 months or 2 years. I can't remember. That's how they do it. So you need to be careful in your CV. You must check all those requirements. So for plumbers, you don't need exam. You just need to click, go to the page. Watch that my video, skill assessment. Go to my playlist. Search it, skill assessment. You will just see skill assessment. Watch that video. You will do your skill assessment. Plumbers they don't need degree, so the cost for their skill assessment is lower to some professional because I think they need diploma. Okay, higher certificate and diploma, so their skill assessment is lesser in cost. Okay, you don't need exam. You just need to supply your qualification, your transcript, your syllabus. So syllabus is like you do English 101, you provide what it covers. Okay, school can provide it for you, and also your work experience. They need your supervisor to sign it, and also you give them a proof, like your pay slip is one of it, but the major one they want to see where the company is paying you. It's very important where the company is paying you in your bank account. Okay, you have one of the easiest skill assessment, plumbers. There is no exam, there is no protocols. Just do it and grab your post skill assessment. Okay, yeah. Oh, promote non-English speaking countries. What do you mean non-English speaking countries? How do you want me to promote non-English speaking countries where I cannot speak their language? Mad Max, what do you want me to do? I can't speak French. I can't speak Spanish. I can't speak. How do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Tell me exactly. Nice to be part of this live. Please, my wife is a nurse and we are currently trying to come through that route. Please, how valuable is New Zealand employing foreign nurses? New Zealand is employing foreign nurses, but the thing is that your wife needs to write I don't know where is practicing. Which country? Tell me. Currently, where is your wife practicing? Where does she get her qualification? I will tell you whether she's going to do exam and stuff. Okay, exam. There is exam for nurses. That is one thing. New Zealand are employing, they need nurses, but you must register with their board, and there is exam involved. That's the thing. Okay. Can we have one-on-one consultation with humor to see? Yes, my link for consultation is on my videos, not my live videos, the video I posted. Check some of my video. Towards the last, you will see um my consultation link. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Or Nigeria, your wife needs to write an exam. New Zealand is employing, but the exam process and also English requirements. Okay. Your wife needs to go through those process. That's one thing with nurses. They have long way to go. Short-term insurance consultant has difficulty in it to get employment abroad. Perhaps it's difficult. You cannot. In Australia, you cannot. Okay. Insurance thing is the kind of job you get when you're already in the system, like a permanent resident. Okay. Even as a temporary resident, it's hard to get that kind of job in insurance as insurance consultant. They need you to be part of the country, like a resident, permanent resident, to go through that process. Okay. There are some jobs that I tell people when they tell me they're looking for a job, I always ask you, what job are you looking for? What is your qualification? Okay. Because people come out and say, I've been looking for a job for 1,000 years and I haven't got. And someone somewhere that is somehow qualified will say, will hear it, and they will be demotivated. Like, they were like, oh, I'm not even going to try. This person has tried for 1,000 years. But you don't know that you don't have the same thing. That person is trying for the job that is not possible to get, or rather is not qualified for. Okay. Felix, your kind of job, insurance consultant, is the one that you can only get when you're already a resident in a country. And I'm sure you will agree with me on that. Okay. Yeah. You must find another other means. Sometimes you see people go through studies, not that they don't have qualification. It's just like the kind of qualification they have, just like someone that studied mass communication. You say you are looking for a job. I ask you, what job exactly are you looking for in Australia as a mass communicator? What job exactly are you looking for? You think someone can sponsor you to come over? Okay. Recruitment consultant, she got her positive skill assessment. Remain. She's looking for employer sponsorship. Recruitment consultant. A job sponsorship. It go hard though. Adeolu, it go hard. It go hard to get a visa sponsorship on that one. Why not her go through visa 491? How old is she? Okay, visa 491 or visa 190. It will be hard to get a visa sponsorship on those jobs, but you keep trying. Who knows? 37. Let her go through visa 491. Okay, check. There is a video I will post. I will post 2 videos after this live section. One will be skill assessment and the other one will be the priority list checking. Okay, just like I said before, I talk about I talk about process for 491. Priority list, why you are checking it is that you know which state do you nominate, do you select to nominate you. Okay, let's go check that video and find the link to check your priority list and see. Then do your expression of interest. That's what I will say. If you're waiting for employer, it might take, and the years is going. When you clock 40, 41, it go hard. You know that you have a short period now to maneuver to permanent resident. But now you still have a lot of time to go through 491. If you get it, you still have your 3 years to go through permanent resident. And you haven't clocked yet 45. So that's why you should move early. Applicable to photographer. Yeah, photographer, no. Photographer. People, well, because the photographers say we don't even have photographers here, but the thing is that how do I even put it? It's sponsoring someone from outside is one of those skills that Those occupation that you know that, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So as a photographer, it go hard though. It go hard though. I don't go lie, it go hard though. Huh? Yeah, yeah. He just give you money while going home. You can't even do skill assessment. Giving you money while going home, there is no proof that is a substantial employment, active employment. Okay. Proof of active employment is to show that the employer is paying you in the bank. Um, who is that person that let's check. This is my first time visiting your live stream and not knowing about yourself. That's why I was asking. It's fine. Mad Max is fine. I am not I don't feel bad that you asked me where I'm from. I'm a proud Nigerian lady. I'm a proud Australian. Um yeah, it's fine. I was joking about it. Okay, don't take it to heart. It's what it is. People ask you every day where you're from. That's why we're human beings. We must come from somewhere, I guess. It's part of living, all right? And when you live abroad, guy, you need to get used to that question. It comes like every second, every minute. Sometimes I even tell my patients I'm an Australian. I say I choose one state and tell them I was born in that state. That is not WA. And they ask me questions and they like look at me like this. I say, yeah. Sometimes I'm from Tasmania. I was born in Tasmania. Yeah. I would say I was born in Queensland. I can tell anything. Okay. But for joke, then I will later tell them I'm a Niger Australian. It's fine. It's not much. No biggie, no biggie. Okay. All right. So I maintain that 491 is your friendly visa if you have not clocked 40 something. But if you have clocked 40 something, go for permanent resident, brave it, and go straight to permanent resident. It is harder than 491. Permanent resident, I'm sure you know, is harder than 491, which is a temporary resident visa. So yeah, that's life. Okay, so what did you say? Hello, Jim office. Yeah. I think we've answered your question. More questions, Sammy, for New Zealand. Yes, we are about to. With yes, you are doing the right thing. CGFNS. Australia seems tougher for international nurses because they accept only. Yeah, using busing route to Australia. I don't get it. I would appreciate your advice using busing route. What's busing route to Australia? All I would say to you is that if you registered as a nurse in New Zealand, you are qualified to register with APRA in Australia to practice in Australia. You just go through your AMAC, which is skill assessment, register with APRA, go through AMAC, and yeah, you will go through nursing route. Yeah. What do you want me to tell you? You're in the right channel. You're in the right path. Do your skill assessment with that organization. That what you are doing first is verification of your qualification with that organization. Once you finish it, you are the right path. If they will ask you whether they should forward your information to the New Zealand Nursing Board to continue with you are in the right path. What you're doing is right. If you want to end up in Australia, yeah. Once you registered and sort yourself out there, you can. Yes. I'm a student in UK. I would love to move to Australia after study. Yeah, if you're moving to Australia, it's not like I see a lot of people studying in UK and they said they want to move to Australia. The thing is that you are moving, no. It has to be you have is either you have experience. So if you finish study immediately and want to come to Australia, you better know you are coming to study. Okay. If you don't have job experience, that is the thing. If you don't have job experience, because skill migration needs job experience. They don't just take new graduates unless you study engineering. Okay, if you study engineering in UK, there is a pathway without even you having experience. You can come to Australia. I have that video in my channel for engineers. Okay, but for other courses, guy, you need to have a work experience. Else, you will come as a student again. Maybe you top up and come and study again. Okay, so that you studied in UK doesn't make anything different unless you have experience in certain occupation. Then you go through skill assessment. I hope that answers your question. I don't know how much it will cost you because we have different type of visa. This is a vague question. When I get this question, I'm like, what the heck? I don't do anybody's calculation. I show you how to calculate your visa cost. Okay. For example, if you know you're going to do your skill assessment, I already show you, and you go to your organization, you see how much they will charge you. Then you come out. You know when later you apply for visa, I show you your visa, you check the cost of the visa, you calculate. I don't do calculation for people here. Okay, I show you how to fish. I don't fish and dash you. Okay, I am a coach. So if you know the process for your visa, because visa for Mr. A is different from visa for Mr. B. So if you ask me how much it will cost you to come to Australia from Italy, I don't know. And I'm not ready to calculate it for you anyways, but I'm ready to show you the way so you can do your calculation yourself. Okay. So visa differs. If you're coming for visa 491, you know you're going to pay for it. If you're coming for visa 482, which is employer sponsored, it's cheaper. So you see why I cannot tell you how much it will cost you, because I don't even know your qualification and experience. I don't know the route you want to follow. Okay. All right. Please be liking my video now. Be liking my video. Okay. As a teacher, I made a video. I went to Nigeria for Christmas, even as busy as I was, because I promised people before I left from Australia to Nigeria for Christmas that I'm going to send that video for teachers migration, because Australia desperately needs teachers. Even as I was holidaying in Nigeria, people were bombarding me with messages and asking me, oh, Mom, where is that video? They didn't even care that I'm enjoying my Christmas. So I had to release that video in the heat of Christmas I was enjoying in Nigeria. So go watch that video. That video is how overseas trained teachers can migrate to Australia. You need skill assessment. You need to register. It is a specialized occupation. It's regulated. I see some teachers jump online and look for job. You will not get that job. There is no miracle there. There is no Australian employer that will touch your CV as a teacher if you are not registered with the board. Watch that video, is on this channel. Okay, go through my video and check it. You will find it. All right, but I will still post it on the comment section probably tomorrow. Okay, I'll post some things on the comment sections. Okay, please, if you are a teacher, don't jump online and go and waste your energy. Do the right thing. Go through the right process. Watch that video I made for you. Know how to do your skill assessment. Go through it and you will get a job. But if you are teaching English, please don't go there. English is a first language in Australia. So I would advise you, don't waste your money. And for now, I'm going through that process, okay? Yeah, there is skill assessment. That's what I'm saying to you. Oladipo, there is skill assessment photographer, but you, depending on visa sponsorship, is where it's going to be hard. But if you go through that process now, you know there is visa 491 and you know there is visa 190. Okay, so that is a different route. Try it. Even when you finish your skill assessment, there's another thing people don't know. When you finish your skill assessment, Oladipo, you have a better chance to apply for a job, because in your CV you write it boldly that obtain, positive skill assessment from this organization, So write it in bold. I tell people, when you have a positive skill assessment, write it in bold in the beginning of your CV. That is the first thing you write. Okay? So that the person knows that you've met Australia's standard for that occupation. So Oladipo, if you do your skill assessment as a photographer, put it in your CV, you can still be looking for a job, because it gives you an edge over someone that hasn't done skill assessment. That is where you are going. I thought you were going straight to visa sponsorship. I say it go hard though, okay? Another thing as a photographer is that when you are looking for a job, prepare a portfolio. I tell people this, prepare a portfolio. Go find how to prepare a portfolio, because the job you are doing is, they said, I will see go chop. That's the kind of job you do. Okay, for an employer to pick you, they have to know that you can do this job. Okay, they need to know this is the kind of job they need to see your portfolio. Prepare your electronic portfolio and sell yourself 101%. Okay, do you think with 20,000 euro will he enough for me and my wife and daughter? 20,000 euro. Um, I think we should be talking about which visa you are qualified for. Okay. Visa, yes, he can fetch you visa 491. First applicant, second applicant is cheaper than the first applicant, and children are cheaper too. Yes, he can. He can. Yes, he can. Now you go for the visa you are qualified for. That's what you should do. I think you should come for consultation. Let's put you through. Very well. Okay. First, are you qualified for any visa instead of go chopping your money and putting your money and giving to agent to chop you like with nothing coming out. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think I have stayed. I need to go to sleep, guys. There are so many questions. Every day I come on live. So many questions, okay? We are almost 1 hour here. I need to disappear. I put my link for my consultation. It will convert to it is for people. I think it would be $40. It's just 40 minutes consultation. $40. I don't accept anybody for coaching unless you go through consultation, because I'm not your regular agent. I don't accept something that will never work. That's why I don't accept coaching unless we go through consultation, because if you do not qualify for it, there is no need of me giving you a false hope or accepting it and know that you will not make it. That's not my thing. Okay. All right. Thank you, Cedric. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I am retired soldier. So please, what can Hey, retired soldier. I don't know. Retired soldier. You don't have a current occupation now. You don't have a current, I don't know your qualification and your current occupation. Now, soldier thing. You can't come to Australia and soldier now. You need to be a permanent resident or citizen before you soldier now. So, I don't know. You know too that this one hard. Okay. Thank you, John. Thank you. I just got myself here. I want AC's visa. Congratulations, Oka Diala. That is a big one. Are you already a resident in Australia or you got it from outside? Congratulations. You must have a high point. What was your point? What's your total point? You must have a high point. And what is your occupation? I would like to know. Okay, tell me your occupation, and did you apply from outside? Are you offshore applicant? Accounting, HND accounting, please, you can't go through scale occupation because accounting needs a degree. It's one of those occupations that needs a degree. Your best option will be going through study. Okay, accounting needs a degree. It's different from those ones like plumbing, chef, and stuff. Accounting, they need a degree or higher. Okay, for HND it will not work. Okay, tell me, are you an offshore applicant? What's your occupation? And you must have had a high point to get that visa. Okay, congratulations. Welcome to Aussie. If you're already in, congratulations for moving into the next step. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, congratulations. You killed it. Engineering. So you go through your skill assessment, you provide your portfolio and stuff. That's great. Congratulations. Which country are you from? Which country are you from? Which country are you from? Truck driver. Truck driver. What did we say about truck driving again? Truck driving is not in our skill occupation list. But when you come to Australia, you will see a lot of job for truck drivers. However, it's hard to get that job from outside. But that job will give you money while you are in here. Okay. I am an offshore applicant based in Germany, planning to travel to Australia by September. Yeah, you already have a permanent residence, so yeah, you can come anytime. Welcome to Aussie. And culture shock, it go shock you. It go shock you. Are you coming with family? coming with family? I think they'll be friendlier here than where you're coming from. Okay, yeah. Truck driver, yeah, you said you need to go for driving school here in Australia for you to. The thing is that you need to get a visa for you to come. Truck driving school will not be able to give you visa. That is the thing. Okay? Okay? Yeah. 186. Oh, I can't even say. I don't know. It's on the website. Please search it on the website. They write it in the website. Okay? In the immigration website, they will ask, they write it now. Okay? Mm, yeah, okay. Okay. You'll get a job even if you don't get if you're working as an engineer in Germany, you will get, because you already have international experience. Okay, or you can, since you're permanent resident, I'm sure you have visa there, you can come and look around and see if you can find job while you are here then, and see how it goes before. So however you plan it. My husband doing diploma, his age is 37. Diploma in what? If you don't mind sharing, what was the approximate cost of your... Okay. Yeah, you can answer that. You can answer that. Approximate cost of it. Cost of what will cost him money is skill assessment for engineers, which is around, I think, 1,000 something. Then also that cost of visa is 4,640. That is the major money he paid. Okay. Other thing is just minors. Okay. So these are the two major costs he paid. All right. I posted a question earlier and I am not sure if you saw it. Please ask me that question, Biko. I will answer that question now, then I will go. Okay, maybe I didn't see it or I have answered it. Maybe you've gone out and come back. Machaba, please, I beg you, ask me that question again. Let me take it. My eyes is turning now. Need to go to sleep. Bring your question up. I haven't seen it, Machaba. Machaba, no, Machaba, I didn't see any question. I'm telling you, I'm searching for it now. No, no question from you, Machaba. No, no, no. Maybe you didn't post it. I can't. Machaba, I didn't see. No, no. Can you post it again? It never came through. No, no, no. I can't find the question. It's not there. Machab. All right, guys. Bye.